reminder, dripping off the meat grinder. Heat niner, pimping, stripping, soft, sweet minor. China was a neat sign of trouble with the script digits. Double dip, bubble lip, subtlest midget. Borderline schizo, sort of fine tits though. Porter wine, order grind, 8:45, let's go. Ever since 10-11, glad she made a brethren. Then it's last down, 7 alligator, 7 at the gates of heaven, knocking, no answer. Slow dancer, hopeless romancer, dopest flow stanzas. Yes, no, villain, metal face to Destro. Guess so, still incredible in escrow. Just say ho, I'll test the yayo. Wild West style fest, y'all best to lay low. Hey bro, day glow, set the bet, pay dough. Before the cheddar get away, best to get Mako. The worst hated god who perpetrated odd favors, demonstrated in the perforated rod lavers. In all quad flavors, large savers. Still back in the game like Jack LaLanne. Think you know the name, don't rack your brain. On a fast track to half sane, either in a slow beat or that the speed or rap the cane. Laughter, pain, doing songs lit in the booth with the best host. Doing bong hits on the roof in the West Coast. He's at it again, mad at the pen. Glad that we win a tag back in a bad hat for men. Grind the cinnamon, Manhattan warmongers. You can find the villain in satin. Gongas, the van screeches. The old man preaches about the gold sand beaches. The cold hand reaches for the old tan Elises.
I'll get on.
Jeez.
Ricky Baker, now you are 13 years old. You are a teenager and you're as good as gold.
I watched this movie recently. It was good. Not that. Not that. Ooh, fuck yeah. Wait, this song I kind of like. It's Estonian, like, R&B or soul. It's great. I'm like slumped down in my chair. I was thinking today we'll do some maybe like music reacts. I got a little bit before this, so I think music reacts would be fun. Do you have any musics? I don't know. Type in the chat. I saw one that I was interested in, but I can't seem to find it. We're just hanging out though. Also, can you hear feedback of the music in the mic? I figure you probably can a little bit. I just don't know how bad it is, you know? Also, that's my dog. Or my parents' dog. But my dog for now. So, yeah, also today we have dog cam is what I meant to say. I'll add my mic to that soon real quick. Hi? Okay, good. Thanks. Don't you love dog? Yeah. Alright, back to me. Now back to you. Now back to me. Now back to you. Now back to me. God, my hair looks like shit. But that's fine. We're gonna move past it. Okay. I'm skipping you, Kendrick. I'm sorry. I'm skipping you too. I'm skipping you too. I'm skipping you too. I'm skipping YouTube for now. Oh fuck yes, I fucking love Doji. I just need to find the things I was gonna react to earlier. Because I was looking earlier.
Titty sitting up high, miss nigga tough guy, sipping on a Mai Tai, money on the uprise, left, right, uppercut, punchlines make them duck, right hooks up the cut, platinum hits, fuck is up, pop star.
I figured that might be the case.
24-inch waist, man, dingo dick. Do you wanna take a ride on my eco trip?
I'll watch her.
When you riding this eco stick,
All right, I need to turn up my speakers then. Let me know if you can hear it through the speakers coming back. And it's like, if it makes a feedback loop, then bad. But otherwise, we're fine. I'm here today to farm subs. Okay, good. And money. Because I'm broke as fuck. I've been working this apprenticeship job. It's not really a job at this point, I guess. Well, I'm there 10 hours a week, so it feels like a job a little bit. But I'm in a studio up in LA, like an hour and a half commute, an hour and a half to 2 hour commute. Oh my god, no. Not right now. Sure. But that is working for free and for experience and exposure and all that fun stuff that Hollywood loves. I don't have a real job. I'm fun employed. What's the thing that like millennials say? I can't fucking speak. Is that the thing? Nah, I'm looking though. I'm looking for work. But in the meantime, yeah, an entrepreneur. Broke bitch. That's me. So, I'm on the internet, farming. If we get 100 likes, I'll pull my tits out right now. Professionally reevaluating myself. I mean, I'm a musician. I'm constantly unemployed. Well, technically, I'm actually about to be really employed because I'm turning Brass Panda into a real legal entity in the city of, I guess, Orange County or whatever, Southern California. I'm turning Brass Panda into a DBA. Me, I'm Brass Panda. That's the DBA. So, I'll technically be employing myself. But now I can write things off on my taxes. Or I will be able to once it goes through. Great. I also have to keep track of everything so that I can pay my taxes, but who cares about paying your taxes? Certainly not me. My teeth are like doing the thing where they feel cold. I'm not a fan of that feeling. Now when you bite into ice cream and your teeth like die. When I sip the fresh coffee, it seems to Oh, yeah. True. But that's the reverse. That's hot. It's 140. 140 what? Degrees?
Hey man, I tried to record some drums on this track and they're not very good. I just couldn't make it sound
Degrees.
good. I don't know
Gotcha.
why. I think it's because I suck.
Where the hell is the fucking music I was looking for? I might have refreshed my... Oh, there's the first thing I wanted to look at. There it is. There we are. Okay. We're doing reacts. Oops, I forgot I need to... I'm high, don't worry about it. Can you see me? Is it good? I'm have something blocking it. We're gonna go like this, cause, yeah, that's good. Okay, I wanted to react to that. Don't pay attention to how many tabs I have open. If you comment on it, I will Minecraft you. Dancing fruit to farm views. Agreed, dude. Cocoa melon, that'd be crazy. Okay, I'm gonna move my chat over here. That makes more sense. Okay, first thing we're reacting to. I don't know why I'm putting so much effort into like. And now, the next thing we're gonna react to is Atarashi Gaku. Like, I don't. Come on. There's no formalities here. I'm dumb, and we're not doing that. All right, let's play the fucking music video. Wow, that was loud. How old is that kid? Zaza? Did she say Zaza? Oh, Japanese. Oh. Japanese sounds like American sometimes. Oh, American. I'm high, but don't comment on it. They always have good videos. Ah, Yaru. And good fashion. In all their videos. It's fun. I don't know why we're doing the whole reggaeton thing. I'm fine with it. I've never really... Okay. I love their vocals. I love their dances. A lot of the times their beats are a little funky, which I think is the case in a lot of Japanese music. They just have different tastes than I do. That's me. But I still like it. I still like it. It's just not how I would do it. I don't know. I feel like I'm dogging it, which I don't want to do. Like, I'm still vibing to it, though. Nice. All right. We're going back. I need to go back to here so we can find something else to react to. Isn't the stream so exciting? Don't you want to subscribe? Don't you want to donate? Oh my god, do you guys want to watch Adam Neely videos? This guy, okay. I don't want to be mean. I'm not going to be mean, I promise. Because I like Adam Neely. Dog cam as you react. I guess it should kind of like, okay, wait. There she is. Is the dog real? Yes, the dog is real. Her name is Bailey. She's very nice. But Adam Neely is a music nerd. As there are sometimes. And he's been making YouTube videos, like music education videos, for a long time. I like him. Some people, I think, don't like him. I think they find him, like, not preachy. I think people find him, the criticisms I've heard have been like, what is it? It's like, he's like annoying, I guess, because he's like, with like the way he talks about music is nerdy, and like, I guess certain people kind of don't vibe with it. But I think we should watch the videos because I think they're interesting, and you may not understand them because your IQ is teeny tiny and low. I'm fucking mega IQ brain. Here, let's watch this one. I think you'll like it. I don't have permission to react to this shit, so, nah. Sorry, Adam, if you're watching. I doubt that would happen, but sorry. Hi. Okay. Pause that. Start that.
It's brought to you by my streaming service, Nebula. A couple weeks ago, I played video game jazz music to a crowd of over 3,000 people.
Over 3,200 people. The biggest show in MagFest history.
This was at MagFest, a video game and music conference held in National Harbor, Maryland. What I found there was a vibrant scene of young people hungry for jazz big band music.
This is the line for a jazz big
I like
band.
jazz big band music. I write jazz big band music.
Man. Only video game music.
Level 1. The Great Video Game Songbook.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 8-Bit Big Band at MagFest 2023! I'm Charlie Rosen. I'm the band leader and arranger for the 8-Bit Big Band.
He's very talented.
What is the 8-Bit Big Band?
So the 8-Bit Big Band is like a 35-piece symphonic jazz orchestra that's dedicated to reimagining and reinterpreting video game music in the same way that the arrangers of the mid-century were doing with other like great canons of work, like the Great American Songbook, Broadway musicals, you know, film scores.
Sonic Racing.
The idea being that like now we're in a generation where video game music has been around long enough that it is itself an equally as important and vast catalog of music that is now set to be able to be reinterpreted.
We're swinging now, pushing.
In the same way that the great jazz musicians and arrangers like Quincy Jones and Nelson Riddle were doing with the Great American Songbook, we now have the great video game.
Is Quincy Jones still alive? I think he is, right? He must be like 90 something, 95. I can't check my phone. It's my webcam.
Whole generation of people that grew up with this music that is now fodder for us to riff on and reinterpret.
Make some noise for Solomon Parker!
What are some of the tunes of the canon?
So it's so easy. Here's the perfect example. Aside from the most mainstream one, which is the main Super Mario Bros. Theme, I'd say one that's more indicative of like the video game music jazz scene is Bob on Battlefield, Super Mario 64.
The number of times I've heard this song.
The cool thing about it is like I gave a clinic to a high school big band recently, and they read my arrangement of Bob on Battlefield down, and I was like, just out of curiosity, how many of you knew this song before today? Like, did you know this song before we read it? And like a lot of them raised their hands. And I said, okay, great. And I already knew the answer. How many of you were alive in 1997 when this game came out? Literally me and the teacher raising our hand.
This one's called Bob on Battlefield from Super Mario 64. Anyone played that game before? Hey, there we go. I see some hands. That's an old one, huh?
But it's the same thing as like we all play All the Things You Are, but nobody knows that it's from a 1930s musical called Very Warm for May.
Wow, I knew it was old.
We just play it because it's a standard. It's part of a canon.
Yeah, like All the Things You Are is found in every coffee-stained real book, that great tome of the jazz canon. But the tune started as 1930s pop music. Jazz musicians in the 1940s covered the tune, most notably Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie, who used it as a vehicle for bebop improvisation, which in turn inspired more musicians to cover the tune as a vehicle for their bebop improvisation. Pretty soon, it was just expected by audiences and musicians alike that jazz musicians play all the things you are. The repertoire, the craft, and the art all kind of go hand in hand because of the tradition of playing this tune. We're seeing that process unfold right now with Bob on Battlefield and other video game music. If you're playing video game jazz, chances are you've tried your hand at an arrangement.
When I was a child.
People will then become familiar with the music from these arrangements, not from their original video games, and the video game music canon will continue long after the video games from which they come. This is kind of coming from a lot of my own personal experience with this music anyway. Like, I know how to play the tune Still Alive.
This was a triumph.
But I've never played the game that it comes from, Portal. Instead, I'm familiar with the tune because of the arrangement that the 8-Bit Big Band did with Benny Benack in the style of Frank Sinatra.
This was a triumph.
So my only frame of reference for the music is a popular reinterpretation of it, which is like how jazz musicians relate to All the Things You Are.
That's what it is now. It's like, and then maybe we go back and discover like, oh, this is from a Broadway musical or whatever. And now it's like kids can play Bob on Battlefield and say like, oh, I should go back and play that game, you know, like retro game. So it's like a parallel, you
Please
know?
welcome Eli Bishop on the violin, everybody.
Video games are the new jazz.
Level 2. Ludo Jazz.
He also, Adam really likes to use big words like Ludo Jazz. What the fuck does that mean?
Now, every great songbook needs its Cole Porter, and in this case, it's clearly the Japanese composer Koji Kondo. Hired by Nintendo in 1984, he is responsible for the music to all of the Super Mario games, Zelda games, and many other classics. Specifically for Mario, Kondo has cited Latin music as a big influence because he felt like the rhythm of playing the games in some way matched the rhythms of the music. The music is inspired by the game controls, and its purpose is to heighten the feeling of how the game controls.
Even if they even if it's really popular. I don't know. It's hard to say. I hope he's very, very fun.
So the rhythmic feel of the gameplay of certain styles of video game music pairs well with the rhythmic feel of certain styles of jazz music. But melody is important here too. The composer for Chrono Trigger, Yasunori Mitsuda, notes that early game systems' limited sound meant that composers had to focus on melody. Lyrical melodies were necessary in storytelling. Different melodic motifs would be associated with different characters and, yes, different levels. This is similar to how lyrical melodies tell stories in opera and musical theater, the basis for the old jazz canon. Melody tells the story,
but there
melody
is
sets the scene.
Whole subsect.
So we can say that there are rhythmic and melodic elements of video game music that work well for jazz, but there's some other important things to mention here, too.
So,
we have opera
James
concert music.
James is a ludo-musicologist, somebody who academically studies the music in video games. Right now, he's working on his dissertation on the relationship between jazz and video game music.
When I was examining a lot of these frameworks, I noticed that it was strikingly similar to Tin Pan Alley form, AABA, AABC, small units of 8 measures. And of course, because of the technical limitations, these of course loop, which is exactly how we think of standards, right? We do a 32-bar song form that repeats ad infinitum, or depending on the player's decisions.
Now, because the existing jazz canon, like All the Things You Are, for example, is based on these stock Tin Pan Alley and Broadway forms, jazz musicians know what to do with these things already. We know, like, to play the melody, we know to repeat the form over and over again for solos, and then we know to play the melody again at the end. Yeah, when to finish the solo, when to finish the level.
Yeah, right, exactly, right, yeah. And consciously or otherwise, they are in control of the soundtrack, which is exactly what jazz musicians are doing. They're in control of the form.
So going beyond the surface stylistic similarities in the melodies and the rhythms of classic video games to jazz, formal elements become important also.
These artists are engaging with the most popular medium, like jazz musicians were dealing with the most popular medium of their time. These are melodies that audiences recognize.
Level 3. VGM Jazz Ecosystems.
I'll take a little less here.
The violin or the guitar?
Now, there are 2 specific musical ecosystems that help shape the 8-Bit Big Band's music and, by extension, shape the new canon of video game jazz. There are many other kinds of musical scenes associated with video game music, but we're just talking about jazz here. The first is, believe it or not, musical theater, very much like early jazz.
And then I just give an upbeat prep into the next bar, which is at a new tempo. I'm going to sort of dictate all the
Charlie Rosen.
Charlie Rosen is an accomplished Broadway conductor and brings that expertise to the 8-Bit Big Band. He's won a Tony Award for his orchestrations on the musical Moulin Rouge.
I should just shut up and let him talk. What the fuck am I here for? React channels are so dumb.
Ink is good.
Please give it up for the one, the only, Lydia Fischel, ladies and gentlemen. Lydia will be performing a fan favorite of the video game music songbook. This is Snake Eater from Metal Gear Solid.
The musicians of the 8-Bit Big Band are also largely drawn from Broadway as well, and represent the elite of New York City session musicians. Like Zach Zinger and Tomo Akaboshi did the music supervision and some orchestration for Elden Ring. Chloe Rowlands regularly tours with Fleet Foxes. Addison Evans toured with Beyonce. She's in some of Beyonce's music videos. Natalie Tenenbaum is an MD on Broadway and arranges for Lang Lang. Stephen Feifke literally just won a Grammy like 2 days ago. The bass player that normally plays with the 8-Bit Big Band is Julia Adamy. whose main gig is touring the world with Sam Smith. Which is all
Kim
to say that video game
Petras.
jazz is currently being made by elite professionals.
Don't love Sam Smith.
How often do you have a gong in your right?
We're gonna put a
That's
bong behind you.
And a bong.
Did you want to take any huge rips?
I rip and I hit.
Oh my god, Brandy loves this song. Wait. If Brandy heard this IRL, I think she would die. I think this was in Seattle,
There
actually.
weren't
so-
large ensemble concerts doing
She
like
could've heard it,
pop
but-
style writing. You know, like the songbook of this person with these pop singers at the New York Pops. You know, this kind of like more jazz mid-century style orchestral big band studio orchestra stuff for video game music.
I think at the next MGS con, they should have a musical act, and that musical act should be me and the big band, and my big band. I think that I should play big band music.
You know, we have improvising, we have singing, pop style, you know?
Mm.
So that's the hole I wanted to fill. As it relates to the jazz scene, it's unclear.
Ah, okay.
It's unclear for me.
Level 4.
It's unclear.
Jazz is unclear.
You know who he is. Please make some noise for Insane in the Rain.
The second musical ecosystem
Insane in
that
the
feeds the
Rain.
8-Bit Big Band comes from young jazz musicians who are steeped in video game music as well as jazz.
Hey everyone, my name is Carlos Eni, also known as Insane in
guy
the
was my
Rain
childhood.
online. I've performed jazz arrangements of video game music on my YouTube channel and also at various video game conventions, and I'm also a video game composer, so I write music for video games.
There's, of course, also the J Music
We should
maestro
go back and listen to
himself,
all those
Patrick
Undertale
Bartley,
jazz
who has his foot
songs.
firmly both in the traditional jazz ecosystem as well as video games.
Hey everybody,
From, like,
my name is
2015.
Patrick Bartley, and I'm a saxophonist and the leader of the J Music Ensemble. And because of my deep passion for it all, I've dedicated maybe the past 10 years or so to studying the vast worlds of Japanese pop,
He, I
anime,
think,
and video game
lives
music.
in
And with my
Japan
experience in the
now.
historic and contemporary traditions of
jazz
real
there.
authentic jazz, let's just say that I'm trying to get down to the truth of it, if you know what I mean.
Which makes sense. He does a lot of Nintendo stuff.
And so in some ways, the vocabulary of the jazz tradition is influencing the formation of the video game jazz canon, rooting it in that rich history.
There is an arrangement of Song of Storms from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's my personal favorite OST.
I love
Patrick
this.
Bartley plays this song in his set sometimes. And he does it as a jazz waltz and does the impressions, you know, or so what thing where it goes up to E flat minor, goes back down to D. Took that idea and I'm like, okay, we're gonna do like the hard bop, you know, live at Newport Jazz Festival's hard swinging, you know, modal jazz thing. Put it back into 4 and I put in like impressions, yes and no, the Wayne Shorter tune.
Wayne Shorter. He died last year.
I just took
Or
all
was
these
it this year?
inspirations from other like modal hard bop artists and like put it into Zelda, and I think it came out really cool.
No, I think it was this year. Yeah, he passed away this year. No, it was last year. It was last year. I'm tripping. I stole that
This
from my...
mashup thing that Charlie Rosen's doing here
Fletcher
is not just for the lulz. This is an important part of the jazz tradition. It's called quotation. When you take somebody else's work and organically mesh it into your own, you're showing people that you have actively engaged with the history.
So, oh, you know what's a good example of that is the Ella Fitzgerald scat solo from the Live in Berlin concert, where it's like smoke gets in your eyes, or like ornithology, and like she does all these quotes from other things. It's kind of how I arrange sometimes.
And so when Charlie Rosen and Patrick Bartley
do that
do
too.
this, they're linking the past to the present for a new generation of video game music fans. There's clearly a desire to connect this music to the tradition, whatever that might mean, but not everybody sees it that way.
His forehead.
Jazz institutions like jazz education, jazz promoters, jazz festivals are not super hip to what's going on.
I don't think the sort of mainstream jazz zeitgeist media whatever you want to call it, quite knows exactly what to do with video game music yet.
This is all kind of despite the fact that the band has won a Grammy for the arrangement of Meta Knight's Revenge from Kirby Superstar with chiptune Shredlord Button Masher.
This is an incredibly new entry into that world that's coming at it not directly, you know, it's from another angle.
We're going to be performing our Grammy Award-winning arrangement of Meta Knight's Revenge.
I played on the recording too, which I guess means that I won a Grammy, technically, maybe? I'll say I did. I won a Grammy, hey! Grammy notwithstanding, jazz institutions are not yet supporting video game jazz.
I think it's TBD, maybe like let's talk again in 5 years and see where it's at, you know?
What do you think?
Oh yeah, of course. Thanks for playing.
So in the meantime, there is a dedicated community that is committed to the music. There's a growing scene in New York City, as I found out the other night.
Level 5. The VGM Jam Scene.
I think they have one of these in SoCal, but I don't know where.
So this is the video game music session.
The VGM Jam Sessions here at OS NYC in New York City.
Pretty much just like a traditional jazz jam session. People come in with their horns or with their instruments. But instead of with jazz standards, is with what is seen as the standards of video games.
The whole concept of VGM Jam Sessions started with Patrick Bartley's J Music session at Black Cat on the Lower East Side, which is pretty close to here.
Black Cat LES with the J Music Ensemble is when the video game jam sessions really started happening, yeah.
Patrick moved, so we were like, we need a new community space for video game music jam sessions, and one of the musicians that used to play over at Black Cat is also a competitive Super Smash Bros. Melee player, and this is where the Super Smash Bros. Melee local happens. And we were able to get in touch with the management, and they were super into this idea, and here we are 16 months later and only growing.
Yeah, so I think currently there's 2 real books. One is Patrick's The J Music real book, but then there's the general VGM Jams NYC real book, which was cultivated by Shango and Jasper and myself and Dom. It's been the collaborative effort for sure. Cool. Yeah.
For me, it's really exciting to see in these in-person events the shared commitment to this idea of the new video game songbook.
The songs that really, reached a lot of us in our childhood, we try to bring them out and, get more jazz cats and VGM fans together so we can just play this music.
If you're a musician of any sort and you love video games and video game music, we have music here. And yeah, it's been a growing but awesome community.
If it's still around.
Level 6. Why this is happening now.
No, I think it's important to note here that even though these communities are relatively new, the music isn't, right? Most of these tunes are 20 or 30 years old. And I think there are a couple of reasons why that might be. The first is older video game music's technical limitations, literally how much could be programmed into memory, led to music that is in some ways better for adapting to jazz jam sessions, which are very important to jazz culture. Simpler, repetitive form, for example.
There is a distinct change in the 2000s where video game composers were able to compose music with much more complex forms.
I mean, that's not to say that it's all old. There are plenty of modern games that the VGM jazz scene loves to interpret, especially games with soundtracks that have a jazz or funk influence. Yes, the music from Persona 5, yes, I'm not gonna forget that one. Very important. But maybe because of nostalgia, there's a lot of music from the 90s and early 2000s being played right now. Only now do we have a generation of people who grew up with video game music at a formative period in their life and also have the technical skill to realize this music within a jazz idiom.
I think it took a generation and a half of video game music existing for it to become,
noticed his
like
KK
I'm
Slider
saying,
shirt.
a codified songbook, to be able to then be reinterpreted in the way that we do with jazz music.
Video game big band concerts have been held before, notably in 2003, where there was one held at the Nippon Senekan Hotel in Tokyo, where they played, among other tunes, Bob on Battlefield. There's also some deliciously crispy 24p footage of that concert up on YouTube with Koji Kondo himself taking an organ solo, which is just honestly very fun. So yeah, there are historical examples of video game music being played in jazz contexts, but it's only now really where there's the audience, the performers, and the infrastructure for a scene to really thrive. Like, for example, at MagFest.
It seems like it'd be really fun to go to.
It's vital, I think, to communities to have a thing like this exist if they're going to happen and then be taken seriously and then spread awareness about this particular, subset of music. It's really important.
Well, cool, dude.
Yeah.
Excited to hit.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
We're gonna do a bass duet.
Bass duet.
Bass duet at some point. Too many basses.
That's gonna be awesome.
Level 7. Bass duet time.
Knock.
Sometimes young jazz musicians and jazz aficionados will ask the question, why are there no new jazz standards? I think it's a fair question to ask because the catalog hasn't been updated recently. Most of the music has long left the public consciousness. And I think it's partly because, for a variety of reasons, jazz musicians have stopped embracing pop music as a vehicle for expression using the traditional blues and swing vocabulary of jazz music. I mean, you could point to Postmodern Jukebox, but for me, that project seems far too couched in irony and jokey cynicism to have any kind of staying power in musical communities.
This is insane! God, thank you all so much for coming out to bring us home. This is an incredible end theme from another amazing game. Somebody here who works at MagFest walked down the aisle to this theme, and he's right there. It's Dak. Hey, Dak. This is the Super Mario World end credits theme.
That actually would be a really good song to walk down the aisle.
The beautiful thing about how jazz musicians are engaging with video game music, on the other hand, is that they're doing it with a deep respect. There's no hint of irony here. There's no winking at the camera, no, hey, can you believe we're playing this? No. It's a very earnest embrace of the music, and because of that, I think that in 5-10 years' time, this music will be taught in schools as a part of the long, rich tradition of jazz music that goes back to the early 20th century. And as goofy as this music can get, and it does get goofy,
the kind of music
it's
they play.
powerful.
Imagine.
Just read the comments sometime beneath YouTube uploads of original soundtracks from classic video games. You'll find there testimonials and confessions and generally people reaching out to one another. When you read this stuff, I mean, there's no denying the emotional impact that the songbook, the great video game songbook, has had on people's lives. And so why wouldn't there be a community of young jazz musicians that celebrate it? The sense of identity and belonging that comes from sharing in the joy of this music is enough for it to be present at the most important moments of people's lives. Because sometimes it got them through their worst. I replayed this game on the Switch and started crying. I remember playing this game with my dad, and it brings back such fond memories of him just cheering, "Miho, you did it!" and just in time for bed. Me and him sat through the credits, and he was so proud of me. This was before my parents became divorced, and I wasn't able to see him as much. I beat this game 10 years ago, all by myself, and he was so happy. And I was so proud.
gonna criticize
I
the
miss
white
those
man
days,
for his-
but I'm glad they happened. Poppy,
His
if you
Spanish
see this one day,
pronunciation.
this was one of the best adventures we
Mijo.
ever had.
At least give it like a mijo or something.
You know, I may have been a bit mistaken when I was implying earlier that the
I love
jazz
jazz
establishment has no idea what's going on, because that's not entirely true. For example, in December of 2022, the great Kenny Garrett put on a concert of music from the game Elden Ring.
I want to watch this, but it's behind a paywall. That fucks me up.
Kenny Garrett is a giant among jazz saxophonists. He played with Miles Davis, so him engaging with his body of work is exciting to see.
We took one of the songs that you heard, the Song of Honor. I wanted to give you some jazz, influence, some blues influence, even though I'm playing straight gospel. But the main thing I wanted to have this harmony, that moved me, and in turn, I hope it moved, people.
Also, this guy
is exciting, but
I forget his
still
name,
remains to be
but he's a
seen
really
what
good
exactly
trumpet
this
player
means
from
for the
Japan.
jazz landscape in the next couple of years, or the video game landscape for that
I really
matter.
like him.
Will other great modern jazz
'Cause he
musicians
plays,
engage with this great video
like,
game songbook?
just good melodies
We'll see.
instead of just playing hard.
But until then,
Level 8.
They did it! They did the thing!
How do you feel about Encores? I kind of like them personally. I know people have their opinions about them.
You know, when I was studying orchestration in grad school, which is like the study of instrumental timbre, how you put together different instrumental combinations within an ensemble, I studied a lot of the great jazz arrangers of the 1960s and 70s, including Thad Jones. Thad Jones has some amazing big band techniques that he uses in his arrangements, and I was very excited to hear Charlie Rosen using some of those same techniques in his 8-bit big band arrangements. So a couple weeks after MagFest, I sat down with Charlie to take a look at his score for Song of Storms, that arrangement that he did for Patrick Bartley.
Mario Kart.
And it was super cool to like nerd out with somebody who was hip to a lot of these techniques, like upper structure triads in the trumpets, four-way close in the trombones, different approaches of using the bass trombone, the bari sax, and shooty voicings for shout sections.
Gotta make sure there's space between the notes so everyone has their place in the harmony.
Nerd.
So that's how you get that chord.
You can watch us nerd out about all this stuff in a bonus video that you can watch exclusively over on Nebula. Nebula is the creator-owned streaming service where you can find many of your favorite YouTube creators creating extra cool things, bonus videos, deep dives, and other videos that might not work perfectly for YouTube, given the
Let's go back to that for now. Look at her! Baby! Gucci goo! I kind of need to piss. Look at her. She's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. Look at her. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and put some music on while I do. Not that. Ooh, that's a good song. I'll be back. Don't look at my ass. You don't get to do that.
a nigga without a job and let a nigga stay at your place. Play it for your friends when I drop a mixtape. Both of us will win if I get a big break. Broke nigga dick, baby, had a long day. Tryna get rich by a dose.
Ain't gonna bond a baby, just be honest. Don't be trying to play me, I'm an artist, baby, I'm an artist, baby, I'm an artist. I've been trying to make it, I'm a grind, I'm taking what is mine, I'm racing with the time.
I've been trying to make it, I'm a hardest, making it a promise, chasing with my heart in it. I just gotta make it to the stars, a spaceship or a rocket, painting, I'm an artist. I'm just trying to make it, I'm an artist. I just gotta make it. Just alone and cold and scared, but I don't even feel a thing no more. I set my goals and will you be there? Everybody wanna come and hang with the stars. Pinky ring chain, bling bling in the cars. 100 miles an hour on the way to Liar. You don't even believe in Jesus, wearing Christian DR. You crazy on the Twitter, who we need for PR? You out of control, POWER. Went to the head and now you doing bodily harm. On a miss and nobody won't see you. You're scared to lose a gig, but yeah, you wanna be J Kid. I used to wanna be Jay. I used to wanna be Wayne. I used to wanna be Kanye and Andre 3K and all my homegirls.
I want to play Zenless Zone Zero, which I know is kind of a cop out. No, I don't care. I'm playing Zenless. Change category. What the fuck? There we go. Wonderful. Wait.
And now,
Dog cam.
Chain hanging, bling swinging, back breaking, but it's gleaming. Problem posture, double cup leaning, slide, slouching, tiger pimping, dragging on swagger. VVS is very vertebrae, snapping lights.
Oh, you know what? I actually, what I want to do. We're gonna make my my fall 2024 playlist because I haven't made it yet. I need to because I'm getting tired of my summer playlist. Let's do that now. I'm gonna put the whole entirety of damn Kendrick Lamar on my I'll put it on later though because I don't want it to be at the very beginning. We're gonna do this song because it's really good. What the fuck? Oh my god, stop that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have to put the entirety of Madvillainy in there. New playlist. Oh my god, okay, don't do that. And then what if I go in here and then I change it to fall 2024. I love Doechii. I think she's gay too. Or bi, I think. Or something. We're doing Eye to Eye from the Goofy movie. Oh my god. Bitch. There we go. We're gonna do... I do like this song. So I'm going to my summer playlist right now and adding all the stuff that I like from it. I'm gonna do...
Put the motherfucking money in my motherfucking hands. I'm in Gucci in a bonnet spinning motherfucking bands. I got haters, I got fans, I got stands in the stands. Do they love her or they hate her? Either way they spinning bands.
We're gonna do this song. We're doing this one. We're doing this one. We're doing that shit. I've been really into Jid lately. Probably should honestly do the whole album, but I'm not gonna.
Rates up, jigs up, put your dicks up, get your dicks up, put your motherfucking sticks up. They suck, that's tough, nigga. Pay up, get your rates up for the
I do want Doechii. Honestly, I'm probably gonna put just the whole album in there. There we go. Skip. Sorry. Skip. 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 Sure, this is fine for now. Put Family Ties in there. Put this one in there. God damn you. God damn you. Entrada. Yeah. Entrada. Oh, I should put the... I have some Thundercat on this playlist that I should probably save. Like, I want to save that one. These Alright. I sneezed so hard I lost a viewer. I'm actually gonna add the entirety of Damn to my fall playlist. I want Kendrick to drop so bad. Alright, what's in my recommended for this one so far? A lot of MF Doom. Victor Vaughn. Alright, we're gonna play freaking... You know what? We'll pause that. And we'll just play game. You know, we'll just play game for now. Okay, so I have been playing a little bit today. I don't know, some people say they really don't like this game. I've been having fun with it. My friends are really into like Hoyoverse stuff, and this is the first Hoyoverse game. Well, I liked Honkai Star Rail, but I really like the aesthetic of this game, and the gameplay is pretty fun. It does get a little repetitive, but I don't know, some people seem to like really dislike it. I kind of enjoy it. I don't know if that makes me a bad person or whatever. Sorry if it's stupid or whatever. But... what am I doing? I think I'm just gonna grind out a bunch of quests, if I'm honest with you, because I don't want to put effort in, and I also don't want to play for that long. You're getting low effort streaming today. Low effort streaming and I want money back for it. I'm trying to be upfront about my intentions. I want to sit here and be mildly entertaining, and I want to reap benefits for my mediocrity. Is that so hard? I want more privilege, actually. Set off. If you haven't noticed, I'm probably not really paying attention to any of the dialogue in this game. I'm mostly just looking to make the funny
They
numbers
say every
go
choice
up.
leads towards destiny.
And fight things. That's really all I'm here for. No, not that. Okay.
I like your decisiveness.
Risky transaction. Ooh, no. Yeah, whatever. Okay, that's fine. That was a noise. God damn. Okay. We'll do another risky transaction. Phew. Oh no. Oh my god, wait, what if I did dog cam? No, wait. No, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna put dog cam in the place where my face cam is, so I don't have to be on cam and I can just fucking relax. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna chill for a little bit longer and then I'll just fucking hop off, because who cares? I'm trying to stream for the first time in however long, and I, at this point, don't give a shit. Because why would I sound like an insane person. Girl. Okay, let me do that. I have 4 corruptions. That's not great, but whatever. Honestly, I'm really tired. I just realized how fucking tired I am. I might play like just this one and then hop off because I am kind of exhausted. I won't lie. And also, my streaming, like, social battery is dying. I didn't do anything and it's already dead. Streaming is a muscle, man. You need to be able to do it for a long time and like be into it and shit. It helps when you have people to talk to, though. Whoa, flag.
As you will. Fine.
I have some more free time tomorrow afternoon, so I feel like I might stream then too. I'm not sure yet. God, that sounds like it's probably really loud.
Hurts, don't it? Alright, take cover.
Hit him where it hurts.
So I might stream tomorrow. And if I were to stream
I'm
tomorrow,
here.
yeah.
Okay.
I want to try and get some work done tomorrow. But also, I need to make money.
I'll make it painless.
You cannot stop me. Tough luck. Hey, idiots, I'm here. I'm here.
It kind of sucks that a lot of the avenues of being successful as a musician are simply social media and marketing. Like, if you're not good at those things,
Ready and waiting.
you might make it as a musician,
Found your
but
weakness.
I don't know. It's a little annoying that that's how it is, but because I just don't like doing that kind of stuff. But oh well, I'll get used to it. I feel like I'm delirious and talking out of my ass.
Not bad.
What? Give me a carrot.
These things are finely crafted.
Yeah, man. Tell me whatever's around. I didn't read that. I'll be totally honest. Okay. Thanks. Okay, I'm not gonna do another risky transaction or whatever they're called. That, oof. Awkward. Do that. Ooh, I get new things.
They say every choice leads towards destiny.
And then I go this way, and then I go that way, and then I go there and there. And those aren't shit. Actually, wait, I want those coins.
Why can't we just pay with Denny's?
Oh, god damn it. I have more fucking corruption. Oh. Did I lose? I think I lost. I lost. I guess I technically did. I got a B on the mission? How does that fucking work? Alright, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm trying to log the stream. Thanks for hanging out, though. I appreciate it. Look at her. She's so cute. Look at her. She's so cute. Look at her. She's so cute. Oops, I dropped something. Anyways. I think I'm gonna go now. It was great. Had a good time. Love ya. Or something. I might stream tomorrow. Hard to say. If I do, see you then. If I don't, smell you later. Bye.